The Kraft Food Company presents Harold Perry as the Great Gildersleeve. For everybody who loves mellow, melt-in-the-mouth cheddar cheese, we have a piece of great news. It's about Kraft's natural cheddar called K-Brand. K-Brand is for folks who really get a thrill out of superb quality cheddar cheese. Remember the name K-Brand Natural Cheddar. And listen for more about this masterpiece in cheese-making a little later on in the program. All is quiet in the Gildersleeve household on this December evening. The family has just finished dinner, and the great man is in his den resting his overstuffed figure in his overstuffed chair. His eyes are closing drowsily when suddenly he sits up with a start. He's made a great discovery.
Say, Christmas is coming. And I haven't done my shopping yet. Well, by George, I'm not going to wait till the last minute this year. I'm going to do my shopping early. Tomorrow. Leroy, Marjorie.
What's the matter, Unky? You got indigestion again? Shall I get the baking soda?
No, I feel fine.
Then what's the matter?
Children, Christmas is coming.
Huh? Everybody knows that.
Well, anyhow, I've decided to do my shopping early this year, tomorrow.
You call this early? I started in November.
Well,
Oh, for corn's sake, Unc, didn't you get my model airplane yet?
Leroy, nobody said you were getting a model airplane, for sure. That's up to Santa Claus.
Santa Claus? Are you kidding?
No, my boy. You mustn't scoff at things like that. As long as we have the spirit of Christmas, there'll always be a Santa Claus.
You said it, Unc.
Remember that.
Sure. Unc.
Yes, my boy?
Santa Claus better get off the dime and get that model airplane before they're all gone.
Leroy.
Well, if that's all you wanted, I've got to finish addressing my Christmas card.
I'm going shopping tomorrow. Better make out a list. That's the efficient thing to do. Let's see now. Where's the pencil? I'll need some... Leroy, you may leave the room.
Want me to help you make out your list, Unc?
That won't be necessary.
Oh, it's no trouble. Glad to do it.
No, thank you.
Well, maybe you could put down the airplane first. It starts with A.
Leroy, I don't
They got some swell ones down at Hogan Brothers department store with gas motors. I've been down there trying them out all week. You know the kind I mean, huh, Unc?
Leroy, leave the room.
Okay, Unc, anything you say. But don't forget, the one with the gas motor.
Glad Christmas only comes once a year. Well, it is kind of nice at that. Well, I'll start my list with Judge Hooker. Let's see, ought to get the judge something nice. I don't know, though. The old cheapskate never gets me much. Judge Hooker. 1 necktie, $1. There. That takes care of him. Now I'll write down for Marjorie. If I were a girl of 16, what would I want? Let's see. Funny, all I can think of is cigars.
Gildersleeve. Oh, I didn't know you were busy. Excuse me.
All right, Bertie, what is it?
Just got 1 cup of coffee left, and I thought I'd see if you wanted it before I dump it out.
No, thanks, Bertie. Too busy making out my Christmas list.
Oh.
Yep, doing my shopping tomorrow. You ought to do the same, Bertie. Don't put it off till the last minute.
Oh, you don't have to tell me, Mr. Gildersleeve. I did all my shopping 6 weeks ago.
Oh.
Got all my presents wrapped, sealed, and ready to deliver. I'm through.
I see.
Yes, sir. I ain't no put it off. I'm going to do it now. I'm through.
yes, Bertie.
Some people put things off, but not Bertie. I'm going to do it now.
Bertie, I didn't see
Yes,
it.
sir. I ain't no put it off.
Please forget I mentioned it.
You can wait till the last moment if you want to, but not me. I'm through. I'm going to do it now.
Yes, indeed. Let's see here now. Bertie, handbag. Leroy, model airplane. Marjorie. Well, got the whole afternoon ahead of me. Got my list all made out. Nothing to it. Don't see why everybody makes such a fuss about Christmas shopping. Well, look at that Hogan Brothers window. Santa's workshop. Pretty cute, all right. All those little fellows busy making toys. Wonder how they get them to move like that. Yeah. Oh, after you, madam. Pretty crowded in here. Guess everybody's doing their Christmas shopping early.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle.
Christmas carols over the loudspeaker. Oh, that's nice. Wonder where I should start first. Let's see. Where's my list?
Oh, floor walker.
Huh?
Floor walker, where's the notions department?
Why, I don't know. You see,
Oh, Christmas help. They never know anything.
Floor walker. Guess I should have worn my hat. Well, let's see. I'll look for Bertie's present first.
Hi, Unc.
Leroy.
Well, I see you got here all right. Toy department's on the 4th floor. Elevator's right over there.
I know that, Leroy.
I'd get right up there, Unc, before those model airplanes are all gone. Come on, I'll go with you.
Leroy, I didn't say I was going to get you a model airplane.
Oh, Unc.
Well, we'll see. Now run along. Go home and play with Piggy or something.
Oh, Piggy's down here, too. We're playing tag on the escalator.
Oh, my goodness.
See you later, Unc. And don't forget, the one with the gas motor.
That kid never lets me surprise him. Well, guess I'll go up and get him that model airplane now. Hey, there's the handbag table. Might as well get Bertie's. Too many women around here. I'll come back later. Take your life in your hands. There's the necktie counter. No crowd over there. Good time to get Hooker's necktie. Let's see. Where are the cheap ones? Down here. They look pretty awful. Well, they're good enough for the judge. I'll get him this one with the peppermint stripes. Make him look like a walking barber pole.
Well, hello, Gildy.
Hooker.
Kind of a spendthrift, aren't you, Gildy? Buying a $1 tie?
Well,
Christmas gift, I presume. Who's the unlucky person?
Well,
He'd have to be an awful fathead to wear a tie like that.
he is.
It'd look good on you, Gildy.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, Judge.
Wait a minute, Piggy. There's my uncle. Hey, Unc.
Hello, Leroy.
Hello. Unc, what are you doing down here? Didn't you go see about my model airplane yet?
Leroy, I
Gee,
told
they're
you.
going to be all gone.
If you don't go away and quit bothering me, Leroy, I won't get you anything.
Oh, okay, Unc. Forget I mentioned it. Only kidding. See you later.
Gildy, aren't you going to get the boy his airplane?
Of course I am, but I don't want him to know it.
Well, why don't you go up and get it now? I'll go with you.
Well, all right, Judge.
I believe it's on the 4th floor. Toyland.
I know.
Toyland, Toyland.
What?
Dear little girl and boyland.
Oh, brother, come on, Judge. You know, Judge, being up here takes me back to my own childhood. I used to love Christmas.
Yes, Gildy. I think I see the model airplanes right over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at these toy soldiers. I used to have a set of these when I was a kid. Fought some big battles on our kitchen floor.
Well, you're not a kid anymore, Gildy.
Hey, that electric train's a beauty. Look. We're going to go over that bridge. Just like a real one.
Gildy, we're up here to buy something for Leroy.
Watch this, Judge. I'll throw the switch and make her go through the tunnel. You see it? There she goes. Clear the tracks. Here comes the Cannonball Express. Toot, 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 toot.
Gildy, why don't you grow up?
Look at it, Judge. This is...
Now look what you did, Gildy. It jumped the track.
I know it. Hurry up, wheel horse. Help me put it back.
Can I help you two children?
Sorry, a train went off the track. I'll put it back.
Don't bother. I'll put it back. Butterfingers.
I was looking for something for Leroy. That's my little nephew.
A model airplane.
Model airplane, just follow me.
Oh, Mr. Gildersleeve and Judge Hooker.
Mrs. Dalrymple.
Why, good afternoon.
Gentlemen, are you coming?
In just a minute, clerk.
I never expected to find you two up here in Toyland. Now, isn't that cute?
Well, the judge came up, too.
Oh, you men, you never grow up. You're all big, lovable boys. Oh, I I've been shopping all day, and I'm simply exhausted.
Oh, you poor thing.
Why, that's a shame.
Oh, it's all right. Buying Christmas presents is really lots of fun. And I don't mind carrying all these heavy packages.
Could I carry them for you, Mrs. Dalrymple?
No, let me carry him.
Oh, I wouldn't want to put you gentlemen to any trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble. I would deem it a pleasure.
Step out of the way, Judge. I'm stronger than you are.
I'll carry them, Gildy.
I'll carry him. You're too old.
You're too fat.
I'll Indian wrestle you for it.
Well, how about flipping a coin?
Coward.
Fatty face.
Now, please don't quarrel over me. I know. We'll decide it this way. Whoever my finger points to last. My mother told me to take this one. It's you, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Shucks.
I get to carry the packages. Here, let me take them.
All righty.
They are a little heavy.
Gildy.
What?
What about Leroy's airplane?
Well, I'll be back in a minute, Judge. Till I take these downstairs for you, Mrs. Dalrymple.
Yes, thank you. Oh, I just remembered. I would like to get one more thing.
You would?
Yes, I forgot to get a salad bowl for Cousin Effie. They're up on the 6th floor.
They are.
You don't mind, do you, Mr. Gildersleeve?
No, I don't mind.
I'll just put this salad bowl under your arm.
Oh, is that my arm?
There. Is that all righty?
Fine. Well, I guess we're ready to go.
Yes. Oh, well, Mr. Gildersleeve, I just thought of something else.
What's that?
I didn't get a bird cage for George.
Oh, yeah. Must get a bird cage.
They're down on the 3rd floor. You don't mind, do you?
No, I don't mind.
This bird cage can go on top of the other bundles. There. Are you comfy under there, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yeah, it's very comfy, but I can't see.
Well, that's all righty. You just follow me. Oh, I just remembered something else. It's up on the 7th floor.
Up on the... Zook. Zeep. Zoink.
There. Well, now I'm finished.
So am I.
Isn't Christmas shopping fun?
Mrs. Dalrymple, can I take these packages out of your car now?
Didn't I tell you? I don't have my car. I was hoping that you'd drive me home.
Well, I wanted to.
Oh, thank you.
But...
I think you're just peachy.
But...
Hiya.
Leroy.
Gee, I didn't recognize you behind all those packages. Lucky I saw your stomach sticking out.
Yeah.
Gosh, did you buy all that stuff already?
Well,
I'll bet my model airplane's in there, huh?
Leroy,
Gee, you're swell. I'm best uncle a fella ever had.
Leroy, these aren't my packages. They're Mrs. Dalrymple's.
What?
You see, I started...
And you're not going to get my model airplane?
Leroy, I didn't have... Leroy, please.
You don't have to get it. I don't care.
Leroy! Leroy, don't cry, Leroy.
I'll run away from home.
Leroy, be Christmas.
Around Christmas, everyone likes to have plenty of special food treats on hand for Gala family snacks and for friends who come a-calling. And that's where Kraft's latest triumph, K-Brand Natural Cheese, is going to come in mighty handy. You see, K-Brand, that's K-A-Y, K-Brand is a natural cheddar cheese, and it's made from pasteurized milk. Yes, here's a good old cheddar with that beloved mellow flavor, that tender melt-in-your-mouth texture, yet it's made from milk that's carefully pasteurized.
Say, K-Brand does sound like a special treat.
It is. Just serve this natural cheddar to a real cheese expert and watch his face light up at the first taste. K-Brand natural cheese is pretty special in the way it's cured, too. Every big 10-pound bar is aged right in its own transparent wrapper, and it's still in that same sparkling clean wrapper when your dealer gets it. There's no cheesecloth or paraffin coating, no rind at all.
Then every bit of K-Brand is usable?
Every mellow good inch of it. Tomorrow when you shop, look for the big wrapped bar with the words K-Brand Natural marked down the top and sides. Have your dealer cut you some slices, a thick portion, or a wedge. Then serve K-Brand in sandwiches with pie on your cheese tray. It's mighty good eating, folks. Remember, K-Brand natural cheese is made from pasteurized milk. Well, the best laid plans of mice and men, and the great Gildersleeve, often go astray. We find him now, footsore and weary, returning to Hogan Brothers department store. He makes a slight detour.
Well, hello, Commissioner.
Hello, Floyd.
What'll it be this afternoon, Shave?
No, thanks, Floyd. Haven't got time. Just want to rest for a minute.
Sure. Sit right down over there and take a load off your feet.
Thanks.
What's the matter, Commish? You look all in.
I am, Floyd. I've been Christmas shopping.
Oh, that's kind of hard on the arches, all right. I got a wash tub out and back if you want to soak your feet.
No, thanks, Floyd. Got to get back to Hogan Brothers.
Ain't you done shopping yet?
I haven't really started yet. I had a few interruptions.
Well, you got my sympathy, Commish. I wouldn't go into that pack of howling females for love or money.
It's got to be done, Floyd. You go Christmas shopping for your wife, don't you?
Not anymore, I don't. Not since that time I went shopping in Hogan Brothers on Christmas Eve.
Why? What happened?
Well, I got caught in a mob around the glove counter. Took me 2 hours to squeeze up to where I could buy a pair. And when I reached out for my change, some dame bit me on the hand. I can show you the scar.
Yeah, don't bother, Floyd.
Well, so Lovey and me don't give each other presents anymore. When Christmas morning comes, we just slap each other on the back, holler Merry Christmas, and exchange $10 bills.
That's a fine Christmas spirit. Well, guess I better be getting back. I got lots to do yet.
Oh, don't rush off, Commish. You just got here. You ought to really take a rest.
Oh?
Sure. Why don't you come over and sit in the second barber chair for a few minutes? More comfortable.
Well, just for a few minutes, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is better.
Here, let me tilt it back for you. No extra charge. There you are, all stretched out.
This is nice. Just close my eyes a minute. Can't stay long, though. Gotta get my shopping done. Gotta get Leroy's.
Commish. Hey, Commish, wake up.
What you want?
Commish.
What's that? Where am I? Oh, Floyd. Why, it's dark out.
You slept a couple hours, Commish. Time to close the shop.
What? Let me out of here. I've got to get to Hogan Brothers before they close.
Hey, just a minute, Commish.
Huh?
You owe me $50.
What for?
While you was asleep in the chair, I give you a shave.
Floyd. Well, here you are.
Thank you. Merry Christmas, Commish.
Haven't they found Bentley yet? Darn Floyd, letting me sleep like that. Lucky the store stays open till 7 o'clock tonight. Well, I better get Leroy's airplane first. Pardon me. I didn't mean to bump into you, young lady.
Oh, it's my fault.
No, it was mine.
I'm sorry. I'll hurry right back to my department.
All right. Huh?
I just went over to talk to a girlfriend of mine for a minute. She's in leather goods. I hope you don't mind.
Why should I mind?
Oh, aren't you a floor walker?
No. I just didn't wear my hat.
Oh, you see, I don't know much about the store. I haven't worked here very long.
I'm Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve. I'm in charge of the water department.
What floor is that on?
No, I'm the water commissioner of Summerfield, one of the city officials.
Oh, how do you do? I'm Miss Clark in sheet music.
How do you do? I'm a music lover myself.
Here I am talking to a city official, and I thought you were a floor walker.
Well, I wouldn't mind being a floor walker on your floor.
Well, if you'll excuse me, sir, I'd better get back to sheet music.
Miss Clark, I'm on my way to the toy department. I'll walk over with you. It's right on my way.
All right, sir.
I'm not sir. I'm Mr. Gildersleeve to you.
Well, Mr. Gildersleeve, I've enjoyed our interesting talk.
You have? Sure, so have I.
You know, they say you can always trust a man who likes music.
Well, I guess that's right.
Well, here's sheet music. Goodbye, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Mr. Clark.
Yes?
As long as I'm here, I might as well look over some music. As long as I'm here.
Oh, of course. Go right ahead.
Let me see.
What kind of a song were you looking for?
Well,
Would you like me to play you a few?
Good idea. Glad you thought of it.
All right.
No, not that one. Don't you have something a little more romantic?
Would you like to hear my favorite?
Yes, indeed, I would. La-da-dee-dee.
My, you have a wonderful voice.
Well, some people have been known to like it.
I think it's wonderful.
Of course, I never took any lessons.
I'd love to hear you really sing sometime.
Well, I might sing just one chorus.
You mean now?
Well, if you insist. I'll just sit here with you on the piano stool.
I guess it's all right. I don't see the floor walker.
Who knows how much I love you? You do. No one means more to me than you do. You take December and smile it into May. And then December comes back again when you're away. Who has a charm that very few do? Who makes life necessary? You do. And who can take my dreams and make my dreams come true? Don't give me three guesses. One will do.
Look at all the people around.
Didn't know he had an audience. Guess I'd better be going.
Encore!
Well, they liked it, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Well, just one more. My Wild Irish Rose, key of G. My Wild Irish Rose.
Gildy.
Hello, Judge.
Mayor fire you, Gildy? This your new job?
See you later, Miss Clark.
Goodbye, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Just a minute, Gildy.
I'm in a hurry.
Yeah, so I noticed, Gildy. I see you haven't done any shopping yet. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Poor little Leroy.
I'm going up there, Horace, right now. Well, these escalators are all right. Nice, comfortable ride. Third floor. Just one more, then I'll... Peavy!
Yeah, hello, Mr. Gildersleeve.
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for Mrs. Peavy. She's getting a beauty treatment over there. It's sort of a Christmas present to me.
Oh.
She's been in the beauty parlor all afternoon. Of course, it always takes a little longer with Mrs. Peavy.
Say, Peavy, while you're waiting, why don't you come up to the toy department? Help me pick out a model airplane for Leroy.
All right.
Come on, we'll ride up on the escalator.
If you don't mind, Mr. Gildersleeve, I'll take the stairway.
What?
I don't care much for escalators.
Peavy, you're not afraid to ride on one, are you?
Well,
Everybody rides the escalator.
Well, they can if they want to.
It's just a moving stairway.
I prefer a stairway that stands still and lets me do the moving.
But the escalator's faster.
I'm in no hurry.
Well, I am.
Then you take the escalator.
Peavy, you're an old woman.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
Wait till I tell the Jolly Boys about this.
Oh, you wouldn't do that.
Oh, yes, I would.
Oh, well.
Hey, come on. Just put your foot on the step.
The left one or the right one?
Ye gods, Peavy. Either one. Now step on it.
All right, here goes.
There, you made it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're moving. Not so bad, is it?
You know, Mr. Gildersleeve, I kind of like it.
Good.
Come, Josephine, in my flying machine, and it's up we go. Hey, this is very enjoyable.
Well, here we are. Step off now.
That was lots of fun. Let's go on up to the next floor.
I've got to get that airplane. Now, come on.
What kind of airplane are you going to get, Leroy, Mr.?
I don't know. We'll kind of look them over. Oh, here we are. Oh, say, those are beauties.
Yes, they are.
May I help you? Oh, you.
Yes. Want to buy one of these model airplanes, one with a gas motor for my little nephew.
Very well. Now, this blue one here is one of our latest models.
Oh, looks like a real airplane, all right.
It's a high-speed fighter type. I'm sure your nephew would like it.
Yeah, I guess he would.
Very well. Shall I wrap it up?
Yeah, looks good to me. What do you think, Peavy?
Well,
Don't you like it?
yes, I like it.
Well, what's the matter with it?
Well, nothing, Mr. Gildersleeve, but if you don't mind my saying so, I prefer the red one over there.
The red one. Here you are.
Well, that's a nice one, too.
It's a medium bomber. Boys love these.
Oh, I guess that'll be all right.
Very well. Shall I wrap it up?
If it won't trouble you, go ahead.
Mr. Gildersleeve,
Huh?
on second thought, I think Leroy might prefer the blue one.
You do?
The blue one, then?
Well, of course, the red one has its point.
Well, the blue one or the red one?
Peavy, which one do you think I ought to get?
I don't know. Which one do you like?
You've got me so mixed up, I don't know either.
Well, I wish somebody would make up their mind.
Peavy, if you were Leroy, which one would you like?
Well, I'm not Leroy.
Oh, for heaven's sake. I'll make up my own mind. I'll take the red one. Clerk? Clerk, where are you going?
I'm going home. The store is closed.
But, Clerk, I've got to have that airplane.
No sales after 7 o'clock. Those are the rules.
But, Clerk, what am I going to tell Leroy?
You can tell him the store is closed.
Days until Christmas, folks, and that means 15 days jam-packed full of gay Yuletide activity. When friends make Christmas calls, be ready with a tray of crackers and K-Brand natural cheese. It's Kraft's latest triumph, and what a triumph. You see, K-Brand is a natural cheddar cheese with that warm, mellow flavor, that tender, meaty texture, but made from pasteurized milk. That's right, carefully pasteurized milk. And what's more, K-Brand has no rind because it ages right in its own spick-and-span wrapper. Every bit is usable for holiday feasting. Tomorrow, look for the big 10-pound bar at your dealer's. Have him cut you a portion, but be sure you see the words K-Brand Natural down the top and sides. Remember, this is the natural cheddar cheese made of pasteurized milk. The Great Gildersleeve is played by Harold Perry. It was written by Gene Stone and Jack Robinson with music by Jack Meakin. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Louise Erickson, Lillian Randolph, Earl Ross, and Richard LeGrand. This is John Wald saying goodnight for the Kraft Foods Company, makers of the famous line of Kraft quality food products. Be sure to listen in next Wednesday and every Wednesday for the further adventures of the Great Gildersleeve.
And, folks, when it comes to Christmas shopping, don't be a put it off. Be a do it now. Good night.
For you folks who like that old American favorite, macaroni and cheese, here's a good suggestion. Get Kraft Dinner from your food store tomorrow. With Kraft Dinner, you can make macaroni and cheese that's fluffy light and downright delicious in just 7 minutes cooking time. All of the ingredients are in the package. Quick cooking macaroni and golden Kraft grated, enough to serve 4 people. They'll say that macaroni and cheese made with Kraft Dinner is grand. What's more, it costs only a few cents a serving. Look for the yellow and blue package, plainly marked Kraft Dinner.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
the Kraft Foods Company presents The Great Gildersleeve. Have you heard the news about Kraft's natural cheddar cheese? It's called K-Brand Natural. K-Brand will delight you folks who love a superb quality cheddar cheese. Delicious, mellow. Yes, K-Brand is really something to get excited about. Listen for more about K-Brand cheese later. Did you ever have one of those days when everything seemed to go wrong right from the start? Well, that's the kind of a day it's been for the great Gildersleeve. He got up this morning, he shaved, he got dressed, and for 2 cents he'd have gone right back to bed. But instead he dragged himself down to breakfast, gloomy and disgruntled. There sat his niece and nephew smirking. Smirking about what? He'd speak to them later after he'd had his coffee. Beside his plate lay the morning paper. He picked it up. And there, on the front page...
Mayor hits at laxity in city departments. Commissioners to punch time clock, he warned. Charging widespread laziness and inefficiency in administration of city departments, Mayor Terwilliger today promised a clean sweep before next year's primaries. Certain commissioners, said His Honor, growing fat and lazy in political sinecures, have taken to keeping bankers' hours around here. I think it would be a healthy thing if they were required to punch a time clock like other people. Chief among the departments which need jacking up, the mayor let it be known, is the...
Unky! What are you going to do? Unky, where are you going?
Mr. Gildersleeve, ain't you? Leroy, what's come over your uncle?
Don't ask me. There's a thing in the paper.
He's terribly upset, Bertie.
You better run up after him.
Yes, maybe I better. Unky, wait!
Oh, Judge Hooker.
Morning, Bertie.
Come in, Judge.
Morning, Marjorie. Leroy.
Hi. Good morning, Judge.
Time you children were leaving for school, isn't it? Is your uncle at home? I asked if your uncle was at home.
You tell him, Marge.
Well, yes, he's at home, Judge. But the thing is, he's gone back to bed.
Well, real gentleman of leisure. Evidently, your uncle has not seen the mayor's remarks about him in the morning paper.
Oh, he saw him all right.
That's why I went back to bed.
I failed to follow your uncle's reasoning. The mayor charges him with loafing on the job, so his solution
Well,
is
wouldn't you get mad after you've worked hard all your life to have the mayor come out and say a thing like that? He says he won't go back to work until the mayor apologizes.
Boy, Unc really told him off. He really told him. Didn't he, Bertie?
He told us.
Marge went up and tried to talk with him, and all he'd do was...
You heard all this, Bertie?
I reckon everybody in the block must have heard it, Judge. He was telling the world.
I'm terribly worried about him, Judge. He's locked himself in his room up there. Now he won't talk to anybody.
Yeah, he's mad at everybody. What did we do?
He ain't mad at you, Leroy. He's just mad at the world.
Well, has anybody tried reasoning with him?
We all have. Marge tried first.
It's no use, Judge. He keeps saying nobody appreciates him.
That's right.
You try to argue with him, and he just keeps yelling, all right. They think they can get along without me. Let him try. Just let him try. He's not himself, Judge.
Sounds exactly like himself to me. Well, I'll go up and have a talk with him.
I warn you, Judge, he won't talk to you. He won't talk to anybody.
He'll talk to me. Gildy. Oh, Gildy. It's Horace, Gildy. I'd like a word with you, old man. Gildy. I know you're in there. I hope you're listening, because I should just like to say this, my friend. I think you're acting like a perfect boob.
You won't get nowhere just sweet-talking him, Judge.
All right, stay in there. Like a spoiled baby. Feelings are hurt. Got to have an apology.
Well, Judge?
Marjorie, you have a stubborn uncle.
You're not kidding.
Well, what are we going to do? We've got to do something. You know Uncle Mort, he'll never give in.
What can you do with a man like that? There he is, out on a limb and sawing away for dear life.
Now, let's see. Who was next here?
I think this gentleman.
No, after you, madam.
Oh.
I'd like a word with you when you're free, Peavy. Wait on the lady first.
Quite a rush today. There was a lady in this morning, too. Well, madam?
I want to return a duck.
A duck?
Yes. Oh, well, I wonder if you could lift that shopping bag up here for me, young man.
Why, certainly. There you are.
Thank you.
About this duck, madam, you're quite sure you bought it in here? You see, we don't ordinarily handle
Of
it.
course I bought it here. Just a minute now. If I can get these groceries out of here. Hold that, will you, young man?
Only too happy.
And can you hold this, too?
Gladly.
Must be down at the bottom. Can you hold another?
Go right ahead. Pile 'em up.
If you don't mind my asking, madam, just what seems to be the matter with this duck?
It won't work.
Won't work?
Well, I'll show you.
Whoop. Just shove it under my chin. All right, I've got it.
Now. There.
Oh, a toy duck.
Well, what did you think? I bought it from a grandchild for Easter, and now I want my money back.
Well, just what seems to be...
It's no good. You can see for yourself. It's supposed to waddle and beat the drum. When I got it home, it wouldn't beat the drum. Now it won't even waddle.
And you bought this last Easter, you say?
Yes.
That was some time ago.
But I can't be running back and forth with ducks all the time.
Well, ordinarily, we don't accept returned merchandise after 30 days.
Well, if you're going to sell bum ducks.
Madam, this pharmacy sells only quality merchandise.
You call that quality merchandise, a duck that won't even waddle?
Well, stop arguing, Peavy, and give her money back. These bundles are getting heavy.
You're quite sure you wound the duck?
Certainly I wound it. Try it yourself.
Well, we take the customer's word. Let me see the price on this item.
I paid 78 cents.
Must be a price mark here somewhere.
I'm telling you, it was 78 cents.
Price was usually marked under the tail, as I recall it.
Peavy, my arms are getting tired.
Ah, here it is. 78 cents.
Just what I told you.
We take the customer's word. There you are, madam. 75 and fee is 78. Thank you very much, and call again. Now, Judge.
Madam, your groceries.
Oh, lucky thing you remembered them, young man.
I was up to my ears in them. How could I forget?
Now, Judge.
Wait till she goes, Peavy.
Good day, Mrs. Her and her old duck.
Forget the duck.
Never did want to handle those ducks. Every one of them has come back. But if you wanted cleansing tissue in those days, you had to buy ducks. I don't know what the pharmaceutical profession is coming to. Tin duck, look at the thing.
I wish you'd forget it. There are more important things to worry about. Our friend Gildersleeve has gone and gotten himself in trouble.
Mr. Gildersleeve?
With the mayor. You saw the item in the paper this morning, I suppose?
Yes, I did.
Well, Gildersleeve has done a very stupid thing. He went off half-cocked as usual. Instead of apologizing to the mayor, he's taken the position that the mayor should apologize to him. Refuses to go near his office, in fact, until he does.
Mr. Gildersleeve is quite a fellow.
Well, it's not very amusing, Peavy. This could cost him his job if the big boob only knew it.
Oh, everybody knows Mr. Gildersleeve. He talks a lot, but I'm sure when he understands the situation...
That's just it. You can't tell the man anything. He's gone and locked himself up in his room. Wants the mayor to come to him on bended knee.
I always liked Mr. Gildersleeve, but he always was a little big for his britches.
Well, what are we going to do, Peavy?
Well, that's hard to say.
Now, you're a sensible fellow. He listens to you sometimes. If he listened to anybody. What we ought to do is to let him go ahead and hang himself.
Well, I wouldn't say that. After all, he is a friend of ours.
A friend of yours, maybe.
And a member of the Jolly Boys.
The Jolly Boys? Why don't we put this up to the Jolly Boys? What are you doing tonight, Peavy? Now, never mind. You're coming to the Jolly Boys.
The song goes, "'Tis the season to be jolly," and you know that an important part of a jolly good time is good food. That's why we suggest you have plenty of Kraft's latest cheese triumph on hand. This modern cheese masterpiece is called K-Brand Natural. That's K-A-Y, K-Brand. And here's what it is. A delicious natural cheddar with a mellow, rich flavor, the tender, meaty texture that real cheese experts love. But this natural cheddar is made from pasteurized milk.
Did you say pasteurized milk?
That's right. Every drop of milk that goes into K-Brand natural cheese is carefully pasteurized. Furthermore, K-Brand ages in a new way, too. Every big 10-pound bar cures to a mellow goodness in its own transparent wrapper. All its full-bodied flavor sealed in, protected by this spick-and-span wrapper. There's no cheesecloth, no paraffin coating, no rind at all with K-Brand cheese.
I'd say there's no waste at all either.
You're right. Every bit of K-Brand cheese is usable for your holiday cheese trays, for open house snacks. Tomorrow, have your dealer cut you a portion from the big wrapped bar with the words K-Brand Natural marked down the top and sides. But be sure to get enough, for this natural cheddar is going to be a holiday favorite at your house. Remember the name K-Brand, the natural cheddar cheese made of pasteurized milk. Now back to the problems of the great Gildersleeve, which have even infiltrated the Jolly Boys Club.
You was 16, my village queen. Ah, come on, Chief, give out. Let's make a little noise here.
We can't do much by ourselves, Floyd.
What a club. Where is everybody? Might as well have went to a picture with Lovey. Some called a gangster.
Don't worry, the boys will be along.
How about a little two-handed poker?
Now, Floyd, that's not much of a game. Let's wait. Play the piano some more. Don't sound bad at all.
Sounds better if there's a quartet to drown it out. Say, if the other guys don't show up, I got an idea.
Now, Floyd.
We wouldn't have to be out late or anything.
I told Hazel I'd be home by 11. Besides, she's got some kind of a fifth sense or something. Anyhow, I think I hear somebody coming.
Yeah? Ahoy there!
Ahoy, Jolly Boy!
Ahoy!
Ahoy!
Gosh, I thought you guys would never get here.
Well, it's only 8:20.
Peavy, where are the cokes?
Well, I told Peavy we wouldn't need any cokes this evening. We've got work to do.
Work?
Work? What kind of a club is this?
It's a poor club, Floyd, that never accomplishes anything. We've got a job to do, that's all.
What kind of a job?
Well, perhaps I'd better explain. No use taking off your muffler, Peavy. We'll be leaving in a minute.
What's this all about, anyway?
I am about to explain. Our friend Gildersleeve is sulking in his tent.
How's that, Judge?
You all saw the article about Gildersleeve in this morning's paper?
Oh, yeah, I tried to call him up. You know, for laughs. I was going to tell him I was the mayor.
But you were unable to reach him on the phone.
Yeah, how did you know?
Gildersleeve didn't go to work today. As soon as he saw the article, he went back to bed.
No fooling.
Well, he did. And at last report, which I received at 6:40 p.m. from Leroy, Gildersleeve was still in bed, refusing food, refusing to talk to anybody, refusing to go back to work, until the mayor apologizes.
Until the mayor apologizes? Well, I don't believe I get Mr. Gildersleeve's angle there.
Oh, well, it's his business. And Terwilliger may be dumb enough to apologize. Why don't we play a little poker? Peavy, run back to the store and get some cokes.
Well, you don't seem to comprehend, Floyd. Mayor Terwilliger told me straight out that if Gildersleeve isn't at his desk at 9 tomorrow, he'll get himself a new commissioner.
So what are we supposed to do? Gildersleeve will go to work. Don't worry.
Oh, no, he won't. He's just that stubborn. And I say it's up to us to save his job.
Well, how, Judge?
By explaining to him, as his best friends, that he's taking the wrong attitude. We are his friends, aren't we? Well?
I presume so.
Certainly. We're fellow jolly boys.
Well, gee, I didn't join this club to wet nurse a water commissioner. I joined so I'd have some place to go besides stay home.
Floyd, do you realize that Christmas is only a week off?
What's Christmas got to do with
The
it?
Christmas spirit. Christmas is, well, you know, peace on earth, goodwill toward men. It's certainly a time when jolly boys have got to stick together. Am I right, Peavy?
Well, there are only 6 shopping days left.
There's no use standing here arguing. I'm for going over to Gildersleeve's and see what we can do. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Some club. Might as well join the book of the month. Well, come on, let's get going. Maybe we can play poker over there. That's his room up front, ain't it?
Yeah. Got his light on, I see.
Still there, I guess.
Did you ring the bell, Judge?
Yes, I rang the bell.
Imagine him laying in the sack like that all day. That big dope.
Now, Floyd, that's no way. If we're going to be helpful, we...
Good evening, Bertie. I've brought some of Mr. Gildersleeve's friends.
Well, sure enough. Come on in, Judge. Come on in, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening, Bertie.
Hiya, Bertie. What's cooking?
Hiya, Judge. Oh,
What's the matter?
I thought maybe you brought the mayor to apologize.
It's not going to be so easy, I'm afraid. Any new developments, Bertie?
Worse and more of it, Judge. I took a tray up and set it outside his room at supper time, but he never touched it.
Gee, that don't sound like the commissioner. Did he know it was there?
Yes, sir. I rattled the dishes, and then I hollered through the door. No answer.
Yeah, I fanned the gravy in front of the keyhole so he smelled it. Nothing happened.
You sure he didn't sneak out and snitch a piece of bread or something?
No, sir, I counted.
Well, this is serious. Are you sure he's... I mean...
Oh, don't worry. Gildersleeve will never knock himself off.
Floyd, for heaven's sake. There's a child here.
What did I do?
He isn't dead. We can hear him moving around every once in a while. Ask Marge. She's been up there listening.
Well, good evening, Marjorie.
Hello, Judge, Mr. Peavy, Mr. Munson.
Good evening.
Hi, Margie.
Good evening.
Oh, is that you, Chief? I didn't know you without your uniform.
Well, when I'm off duty, I like to wear sports clothes. Tell me, is there any change in the situation?
No. I heard him move around a little when you rang the doorbell, but then he got back in bed.
That's right. I heard him stomping around up there.
Well, we've just got to explain the facts of life to him, I'm afraid. What do you think? Should we all go up together?
What for? We ain't going to serenade him.
I think if one of us would simply explain the situation. How about you, Judge? He has great respect for you.
Ah!
Now, Leroy.
The judge tried it this morning.
That's true. And while I have stronger arguments now, since talking to the mayor, I still think that perhaps one
What
of
do
the
you
others...
mean about stronger arguments, Judge?
Well,
The mayor said he'd throw him out on his ear. He
Floyd.
You mean he might get fired?
Now, Leroy, there's no reason to be alarmed.
You mean he might lose his job and he might not get paid anymore?
Not exactly. Now, you have nothing to worry about, my boy. You and Marjorie will always have a roof over your head.
Who wants a roof? He hasn't done his Christmas shopping. He hasn't even bought my model airplane yet.
Now, Leroy, your uncle isn't going to lose his job.
That's right, Leroy. I was only kidding.
Why don't you go to bed, my boy?
I will in a minute.
Don't worry about your uncle.
Why don't you shut up, Floyd? You've said enough already.
For the love... this whole thing gives me a pain. Look, let me go up there and talk to Gildersleeve.
All right, fine. If you're sympathetic.
That's right, Floyd. You've got to be sympathetic.
And tactful.
I am tactful. Go on, sit down in the parlor. I'll have him down here in 1 minute flat.
Well, if he comes down, let me know, will you please, Judge? Because if he does, he'll want to eat immediately.
I'll let you know, Bertie. Well, you might as well go in and sit down, I guess.
There. Well, I suppose you children are looking forward to the holidays.
Yes, Judge. Do you think Unky will listen to Mr. Munson?
It's hard to say what your uncle will do, my dear, in his present mood. We'll just see.
I hope Floyd don't gum it up.
Floyd's pretty cagey.
I don't know. Maybe you should have gone, Peavy.
I think Floyd will bring home the bacon.
I'm doubtful. You've got to deal just so with Gildersleeve. It's an art in itself.
I won't deny that.
You've just got to tell him. You've got to tell him just
Hey,
what...
here's Floyd coming back.
Well, he certainly didn't take long. Maybe he said just the right thing.
Maybe he did. Well, Floyd, what's the good word?
I give up. I positively give up, that's all.
No, it's not as bad as all that.
I was afraid you wouldn't get the right approach, Floyd. What'd you say?
Were you sympathetic?
Sure. I told him if he didn't go to work tomorrow, the mayor was going to fire him.
You call that tactful? I told you to be sure and be tactful.
Well, I saved the tactful part for later.
Heh. And what was your tactful approach?
I asked him if he wanted to play poker.
Well, that's a good idea. Just friendly.
Sure. Told him we had a game down here and wouldn't he like to sit in? He didn't answer. And I told him we only had 4 players and the game was no good without him. No answer. So then I said if he'd come down, we'd let him play spit in the ocean every time it was his deal. He didn't even answer that, so I walked out.
Well, I'll be darned.
It's not going to be easy, gentlemen.
Easy? Can't be done.
Well, at least we don't have to play spit in the ocean.
Well, I'd have been glad to play it. For him?
Chief, why don't you go up and put this thing to him man to man?
Well, if you think I'm the best qualified.
No question about it. You're so sincere.
Well, I'll try. I appreciate your confidence, Judge. I'll try to appeal to his better nature.
Is what? Give him the 3rd degree.
Oh, Commissioner. Mr. Gildersleeve. It's Chief Gates, Mr. Gildersleeve. Well, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. I'll just say what I have to say, and you can act upon it as you see fit. Mr. Gildersleeve, all the members of the Jolly Boys Club are here tonight. They're here because you, a fellow member, are in trouble. We're your friends, and we want to help you. And at this Christmas tide, when all mankind... at this Christmas tide, when all mankind is full of brotherly love, when the spirit of good fellowship... Mr. Gildersleeve, be reasonable. I only want to... By golly, if I was Bertie, I'd keep him on bread and water.
Chief, are you all right?
What I tell you, Chief, it can't be done.
You're right, Floyd. He's impossible.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. I'd like a word with Mr. Gildersleeve, if no one objects.
I know whereof I speak, Phoebe. I know Gildersleeve like a book. You'll be wasting your breath.
Well, it's my breath, Judge.
Well, go ahead.
Be careful, Peavy. I think he's delirious.
Delirious nothing. He's just a cantankerous jackass. But then he always has been.
What are we going to do, Judge?
My advice is to do nothing further tonight, my dear. Perhaps he'll have come to his senses by morning. If not, I'll try to convince the mayor he's sick.
But what if you can't convince him? What if he calls Unky on the phone and Unky says something terrible? Would he be fired?
Now, don't get excited. Your uncle could always get another job.
Yeah? Where?
Oh. I thought you'd gone to bed, Leroy. Confound it.
Don't worry, Leroy.
Don't you worry, Marge. I'll take care of you.
Nobody's going to have to take care of anybody.
Of course not. As a matter of fact, we need a custodian at the department right now.
What's a custodian?
A janitor.
Oh!
Now, Marjorie, control yourself. If we...
Marge, here he comes.
Unky!
Well, I'll be darned.
Peavy did it.
Well, sure enough. The great Gildersleeve.
Yes, dear, I left a note for the milkman. Then I heard Caesar chirping, so I put some fresh water in his cage. You know, I was telling you about the little piece of psychology I pulled off with Mr. Gildersleeve this evening. Yes, sir, old Richard was pretty smart. You remember at breakfast I showed you the item in the paper about Mr. Gildersleeve? Well, the darn fool decided he'd stay home till the mayor apologized to him. So he had to coax him to change his mind. You see, everybody tried. Judge Hooker and Floyd and Chief Gates. Nobody could budge him. But finally I went up to his room. I used a clever bit of psychology. You know, I've been telling you there's a lot of psychology in the pharmaceutical line. I figured out that Mr. Gildersleeve would believe just what he wanted to believe. So what do you think I told him? I said, asleep. Oh, I never will tell her. I wonder if it was wrong to fib to Mr. Gildersleeve like that. Seems to me a little fib in the right place never hurt anybody. Still, I might as well be on the safe side. Now I lay me down to sleep.
In place of the regular commercial message, the Kraft Foods Company wants me to tell you something about the Citizen Marine Corps. The Citizen Marine Corps is being recruited to provide a reserve force of specially trained citizens to discourage aggression and guard the peace. The Citizen Marine Corps offers training in highly specialized military and civilian subjects to men between the ages of 17 and 32. Special age concessions are made for honorably discharged veterans. Citizen Marine Corps members live at home, receive pay, are eligible for promotion and commissions, and enjoy the prestige and traditions of the Marine Corps. Get all the facts about this Marine Reserve organization from any Marine Corps office, or write Division of Reserve, Headquarters, United States Marine Corps, Washington 25, D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, Harold Perry, star of The Great Gildersleeve, was absent from this performance because of illness. The first time in the history of The Great Gildersleeve. Don't think we didn't miss him as much as you did. We're happy to say that he's feeling much better this evening and will surely be with us next week.
Good night, Uncle Mort. Take care of yourself. Good night, everybody.
The Great Gildersleeve is played by Harold Perry. Tonight's story was written by John Whedon and Sam Moore with music by Jack Meakin. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Louise Erickson, Lillian Randolph, Earl Ross, and Richard LeGrand. This is John Wald saying goodnight for the Kraft Foods Company, makers of a complete line of famous quality food products. Tomorrow night, Jimmy Durante will be Al Jolson's guest on the Kraft Music Hall, heard over most of these same NBC stations. Don't miss the fun. Remember, tomorrow night, see your local paper for the exact time. And be sure to listen next Wednesday and every Wednesday for the further adventures of the Great Gildersleeve.
Most everyone likes macaroni and cheese, especially if it's fluffy light and has a fine cheddar cheese flavor through and through. You can make macaroni and cheese just like that in only 7 minutes cooking time with Kraft Dinner. Every package of Kraft Dinner contains quick cooking macaroni and golden Kraft grated, enough to make 4 big servings. And it's downright delicious. So when you shop, get several packages of Kraft Dinner. It's economical, it's quick cooking, and it makes marvelous macaroni and cheese. Look for the yellow and blue package that's plainly marked Kraft Dinner.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
The Kraft Foods Company presents The Great Gildersleeve.
I'm back.
Well, it's the day before Christmas, and the Gildersleeve household is decked out merry and bright. In the living room, there's holly and mistletoe, and a Christmas tree glittering with tinsel. And upstairs, why, who's that? Looks like old St. Nick himself with his red coat and white whiskers. Let's take a closer look. Zief. Well, it's our old friend, the Great Gildersleeve.
Oh, don't pull that belt so tight, Marjorie.
All right, Uncle Mort.
I've got to breathe, you know. That's better.
And here's your cap. Here, let me put it on for you.
That's all right.
Hold still, Uncle. You don't want the tassel in your face. You can look in the mirror when I get through.
I want to see what I look like.
You look like Santa Claus.
I do?
Unky, don't fidget.
Well, hurry up.
Oh, all right. Go look at yourself.
Say, not bad. Wouldn't know myself behind these white whiskers. Does the coat fit all right in the back?
Yes, Unky.
Guess I look pretty good, huh, Margie?
Yes, you look fine.
Better than the Santa Claus at Hogan Brothers, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, let's see. Hey, I look good sideways, too.
Unky, don't be such a ham.
I'm Santa Claus, a jolly old fellow.
Oh, brother. You better take the costume off now and save it for tonight.
Yeah, maybe you ought to wear it for a while, sort of get used to the character, huh?
What an excuse.
Yeah, guess you're right. I want to get it all wrinkled. Well, as long as I got it on, might as well go down and show it to Bertie. As long as I got it on.
Unky, you're such a child.
Yeah, I'll get in my sleigh behind my reindeer and ride away. Giddy up!
Unky, be careful.
Come on, you reindeer. Giddy up, Prancer and Dancer. Come, Dunder, come, Blitzen.
Did you call me the Gildersleeve?
No, Bertie, I just wanted to show you my costume.
Oh, it looks fine, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yeah, glad you like it. Dr. Needham asked me to play Santa Claus at his church tonight to the kids.
That's nice. You sure fooled me, Mr. Gildersleeve. If I didn't know it was you, I never would have recognized you.
Really?
Yes, sir. You sure fooled me with them whiskers and everything. And them boots. You sure look fat all right with that pillow stuck under your coat.
Bertie, that's no pillow.
Oh. Excuse me, Mr. Gildersleeve.
That's all right. Guess I am getting a little stout. You feed me too well, Bertie.
Oh, you want me to take the presents out of the closet now and put them under the tree?
Please, Bertie. Got to go down to Hogan Brothers and pick up Leroy's model airplane.
Didn't you get that yet, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Well, I haven't had time. But I'm going to get it right now.
That airplane, that's all Leroy's been talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Model airplane, morning, noon, and night.
Yes, Bertie.
That's all he talks about.
Yes, sir.
Come on, if you don't believe me, come on in the house.
Sounds like Leroy.
I'm going to get out of here before he starts asking me questions about that airplane. See you later, Bertie.
Santa Claus. I'd have sworn he had a pillow under there. I guess I better establish some food controls around here.
Come on, the tree's in there, and it's bigger than yours. It is not. It is too. Look at it. Oh, hi, Bertie.
Hello, Leroy. And who's this little man?
Nah, he's just a new kid. He said his Christmas tree was bigger than ours. It is bigger.
Don't believe I ever saw him before.
My name is Donald Robert White. I just moved here.
Oh, a new friend. That's nice.
He's no friend of mine. He's just been hanging around here. He's a twerp.
Oh, now, Leroy. He looks like a fine little boy. Donald, we got some nice cookies. Would you like one?
We got plenty of cookies at home. Nicer than yours, I'll bet. I told you he was a twerp.
Well, if you change your mind, just come on out in the kitchen and ask for one. And take off your coats now so you won't catch cold when you go out again.
You see that tree? It's bigger than yours. It is not. It is, too. It almost touches the ceiling. Ours touches the ceiling. Must be a low ceiling. It is not. It's a great big room. And our house is bigger than your house. Twice as big. And we have a chauffeur and a butler. Well, I bet I'm going to get more for Christmas than you are. I bet you're not. I bet I am. Going to get all kinds of things. So am I. I'm going to get a model airplane. So am I. You're a twerp. And my model airplane's going to be bigger than yours. Go home and tell your mother she wants you. And I'm going to get a scooter, too. Beat it. And an air rifle. Get out of here, you little twerp. And a pony. Go on, beat it. And an electric ray. Thinks he's so smart. What do I care what he gets? Little twerp.
Hello, Leroy.
Hello, Unc.
What's the matter, my boy?
No, that new kid was just over here, bragging about all the things he's going to get for Christmas.
Oh.
An air rifle, a scooter, a pony.
Well, his folks are probably wealthy.
Oh, they are? They have a chauffeur and a butler.
Oh, well, you must remember, Leroy, that your old uncle isn't
Oh,
dead.
I don't want all those things. You can have them if he wants it. Just so I get my model airplane. That's all I want.
Yes. Well, see you later, Leroy.
Where'd you hide my airplane, Unc? Is it in your room?
No.
Is it in the woodshed?
That'd be telling.
Well, it's not up in the attic. I looked up there.
It'll be under the tree tomorrow morning. Don't you worry.
Sure, I'm not worried, Unc. I know you won't let me down on Christmas. A little kid like me.
Yeah, of course not. Well, see you later, Leroy.
Fourth floor, Toyland.
Yeah, thank you. Gee, what a mob. Why do all these people wait till the last minute to do their shopping? I have to fight my way over to the model airplanes. Excuse me. Excuse me, please. Oh, madam, watch your elbow. Packed in here like tuna. Hot in here. Feel dizzy. Can't breathe. I'm going to faint. No, guess I can't. No room to fall down. Made it. Just lean on the counter here a minute.
Here's your package, madam. Now, who's next? Oh, one at a time. Please, don't crowd.
Clerk.
What did you want, madam?
Clerk.
Yes?
I want to buy a model airplane.
Oh, I'm sorry, they're all gone. Yes, madam, what was it?
But clerk, they can't be gone.
Chemistry set, madam? Right over here.
Clerk, I've got to have one.
I'm sorry, sir. Model airplanes are all gone. Sold the last one a few minutes ago.
But clerk!
You heard what he said, buddy. Get out of the way.
Please give somebody else a chance.
I'll stand here as long as I want to. I'm a taxpayer. All right, I surrender. Let me out of here. Pack of wolves. Lucky to get out of there alive. Now what am I going to do? No model airplane. What'll I tell Leroy? He'll never forgive me. Wonder if that clerk was telling me the truth. But they got one around here someplace. I'm just too lazy to look. That's the trouble. What's that music? Oh, Santa Claus over there. A line of little kids waiting to see him. Say, he works here? Maybe I could get him to get me to... Sure. I'll just slip him a $5 bill. Look at that little girl on his knee. Cute.
And I want a mama doll and a set of play dishes and a great big dollhouse.
All right, my dear.
And, Santa Claus.
Yes?
I thought I might just mention a tricycle.
You might just mention one, huh? Well, you just be a good little girl, and we'll see.
Thank you, Santa.
Now the next little...
Santa Claus.
Yes?
I'd like to talk to you.
Yeah, what about?
Well, a Christmas present.
Well, you're a little big to sit on Santa's knee. But you just get in line and Santa Claus will take care of it.
I don't want to get in line. I just want to talk.
You'll have to wait your turn. Those are Santa's rules.
But Santa Claus, this will only take a minute.
Now be a good little boy and mind Santa. You won't get anything for Christmas.
But you don't understand, Santa. I just wanted you to get me a model airplane.
Model airplane. All right. You just write a note to Santa Claus, care of the North Pole.
What? Ye gods, look, you can save that stuff for the kids. I want to buy one.
Please, mister. These children are waiting.
Well, the clerk said they were all out of airplanes. I thought maybe you could have a look around and see if you could find one.
I'm sorry, I can't leave here.
Make it worth your while. Here's $5.
Put that money away. You can't bribe me.
But
In front of all those kids, too. Want them to lose their faith in Santa Claus?
Of course not.
I'm Santa Claus. Remember that.
I know that.
Kids all over the world love me.
I didn't say they didn't love
You were trying to slip me a $5 bill.
I'm sorry, Santa. I didn't mean to.
Say. The little boy's listening to us.
Where?
You want to spoil this Christmas?
Huh?
Now, come on. Make it sound good.
Well, Sonny.
Huh?
So you want an electric train for Christmas? And what else do you want? Come on. Tell Santa what you want, Sonny.
Oh. Well, I want a set of drums and some toy soldiers and a Mickey Mouse watch.
Well, you just mind your mama and papa, and Santa Claus will see that you get them.
Oh, goody. Thank you, Santa Claus.
Not at all. Next, little boy.
A fine Christmas this is going to be. How am I going to ever face Leroy? Snowing again, too. Not a model airplane in the whole town. Well, I hope this chemistry set and power saw will make them feel better. But they won't. I can just see little Leroy's face looking up at me. Tears in his eyes. Because his old uncle let him down.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Merry Christmas. What's merry about it? My feet are cold. Probably catch pneumonia. Well, serves me right. Anybody who would disappoint a little boy at Christmas is a Scrooge. You're a Scrooge, Gildersleeve. Stray dog. Look out, little doggy. I almost stepped on you. Cute little mutt. Kind of flop-eared. Get away now. Go on. Don't follow me. Go away. Well, here's the house. Might as well go in. Get this thing over with. Tell Leroy now. He's going to be broken-hearted. You still here? There's no use looking at me like that. You can't come in here. Go away, little doggy. Go on now. Get your nose back.
Hi, Unc.
Hello, Leroy.
What's in the packages?
Leroy, I'd like to talk to you.
What's the matter, Unc?
Leroy, maybe we better sit down.
For corn's sake, what is it?
Leroy,
Yeah?
there's something I want to tell you.
Okay.
You know, I promised you a model airplane for Christmas.
Yeah, and you sure hit it good. I couldn't find it anywhere.
My boy, I'm afraid you won't find it.
What?
I didn't get your model airplane.
Unc.
No, Leroy?
You know that's what I wanted. You promised me.
I'm sorry, Leroy. I got you something else. I got you.
promised me. Unc, a dog.
Gildersleeve, I just opened the back door and in he flew.
Oh, that's the dog that...
Unc, you got me a dog for Christmas.
Huh?
A dog you're going to surprise me all the time.
Well, Leroy,
It's funny, all white with a little black spot in his nose. Come here, fella, come here.
Mr. Gildersleeve, I thought you was going to get Leroy a model airplane.
Who cares about an old airplane?
Leroy, I want to tell you...
You don't have to tell me anything, Unc. A dog. Gee, you don't know how happy I am.
You don't know how happy I am.
Now, as we rejoin the great Gildersleeve, it's Christmas Eve. The great man is in a merry mood as he gets ready to play Santa Claus at the church party.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
He makes a jovial-looking St. Nick as he picks up his sack of toys, throws them over his shoulder, and starts down the stair.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
What's that? Leroy! Leroy, now what's the matter?
Snowball's gone.
What?
Snowball's gone.
Who's Snowball?
My dog.
Oh.
I came in the house for a drink of water, and when I went back out, he was gone. Snowball's gone.
Well, quit crying. I'm sure he's around someplace. He'll come back.
No, he won't. I'll bet that little twerp stole him.
Donald? Who's Donald?
That new kid has been hanging around here. He wanted to play with Snowball, and I wouldn't let him.
Now, that little boy wouldn't take your dog, Leroy. Wealthy kid like him. He's got plenty of things to play with.
I don't care. He stole him.
Now, Leroy, we don't go around accusing people.
Well, he did.
I bet Snowball just sort of strayed away. He couldn't have gone very far. Why don't you go out and look for him?
Will you help me look for him, Unc?
I can't, Leroy. I've got to play Santa Claus at the church pretty soon.
I'll never find him myself. You've got to help me.
But they'll be expecting me. I can't disappoint all those little kids.
I'm a little kid.
Leroy. You can find him yourself. You know I can't go running around the streets in this outfit.
I'll never find him. Snowball
All right, Leroy. I'll go help you look.
Gee, thanks, Unc.
Well, just for a few minutes. Come on now. Cold out here.
Yeah.
And it's snowing harder, too.
Poor little dog. I can just see him lying in the snow somewhere, freezing to death.
Ye gods, Leroy. He's probably warmer than we are. He's got fur.
We gotta find him, Unc. Where is he? I don't see him.
We haven't started looking yet. Now, you go that way, and I'll go this way. We'll do this systematically, like the FBI.
Okay, Unc. Here's Snowball. Here's Snowball. Here's Snowball.
Snowball is probably sleeping under a nice warm stove someplace. Here, Snowball. Here. Snowball. Snowball. Snowball! Where is that dog? I must have walked 2 miles. Peavy's still open. I think I'll drop in for a minute and get warm. Good evening, Peavy.
Oh, hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. Or should I say Santa Claus?
I'm giving out toys to the kids at the church tonight.
Well, if I may say so, you make an excellent Kris Kringle.
Thanks, Peavy.
And you got the figure for it, too. Just the proper plumpness.
Yes, Peavy.
You know, Mr. Gildersleeve, looking at you brings back the question I used to ask myself when I was a boy.
Oh, what was that?
How does a chubby fellow like Santa Claus get down all those tiny chimneys?
Well, I'm not going down any chimneys.
I'm glad to hear that. What can I do for you this Christmas Eve?
Peavy, I'm looking for a dog.
Well, drugstores carry a wide variety of merchandise these days, but I never heard of one of them selling dogs. Of course, it might be a new trend.
I don't want to buy a dog, Peavy. I'm looking for Leroy's dog. He's lost.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Mr. Gildersleeve. They say a dog is man's best friend.
Yes, yes.
Of course, I wouldn't know myself. We have a cat.
Peavy.
He isn't very friendly. When I come home at night, he spits at me.
Ye gods. All I want to know is, did you see anything look like a little dog around here?
Well, I saw a little dog that looked like a dog.
You did? What did it look like?
It looked like a dog.
Peavy, was it a little white dog with a black spot on its nose?
Well, yes, that's a fairly accurate description.
That's the one, Peavy. That's Snowball. Where'd he go?
Well, I don't know. There was a little boy with him. Came in to get some candy.
What?
Cute little fellow. Never saw him around here before.
Leroy was right. That little boy took that dog.
What's that, Mr. Gildersleeve?
He stole it. He can't do this, Leroy. He's not going to get away with it.
But, Mr. Gildersleeve, you can't accuse the little...
You said yourself you saw him with the dog.
Yes, but that doesn't
Why,
prove...
he's nothing but a little criminal. He ought to be put in jail.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
Well, I would.
Mr. Gildersleeve, I don't like to say this, but that's no way for Santa Claus to talk about a little boy.
Well, I'm not Santa Claus.
You certainly aren't.
Goodbye and a Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas.
And, Judge, if they don't give that dog back, I'm going to take this case to court, and I want you to represent me.
Gildy, this whole thing is ridiculous. You can't sue a little boy.
Well, I can sue his parents. They don't frighten me. Chauffeur, butler. Tss.
Gildy, you're behaving like an idiot. It was just a stray dog anyhow. My advice to you is to observe the spirit of Christmas and forget all about this.
And you won't take the case?
No, I won't.
Well, you're no friend of mine.
And you're no friend of mine.
But, Commissioner...
Well, are you the chief of police or aren't you?
Yes, but you can't expect me to make an arrest on Christmas Eve.
I don't care what it is.
And with no evidence.
Peavy saw him with the dog.
But, Commissioner, he's just a little boy.
That doesn't make any difference.
And you dressed up like Santa Claus, too. Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
No, I'm not. A fine chief of police you are. You ought to be back directing traffic.
But, Commissioner...
Never mind. I'll handle this myself. Hurry up, Leroy.
Okay.
Are you sure you know where this little rich boy lives?
He said it was the big gray house down at the next corner.
Well, we'll get that dog back, Leroy. Don't you worry.
Sure, Unc.
I'll tell that boy's father a thing or two. Silk Hat Harry.
I'll show that kid, too. Little twerp.
The sack of toys is getting heavy. But hurry up and get this over with so I can get down to the church. I'm late now. Well, this is the corner. See, this house can't be it. It's just a little place.
He said it was on this corner.
There must be some mistake. A wealthy family wouldn't live in a little house like that. Let's go in there. Maybe they can tell us where he does live.
Yes? Oh, it's Santa Claus.
Well, just for tonight, I'm the water commissioner in town, Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve. I wonder if you could tell me...
Won't you both come in?
Yeah, thank you. I'm looking for a little boy. I wonder if you could tell me where Donald White lives.
Why, yes, he lives here.
Huh? But he told Leroy that he lived,
That he lived in a big house and had a chauffeur and a butler? Yeah. I'm afraid Donald has quite an imagination. He doesn't mean any harm.
Oh, sure he doesn't. Are you his mother?
No, he's my sister's boy. She and her husband just separated, so she left him with me for a while until she finds a job.
Oh, I see.
Oh, make him give me my dog.
So he's staying here with you, eh?
Yes. Things haven't been too good for them, and to make up for it, Donald has built an imaginary world of his own. That's why he tells all those stories.
Then he isn't going to get all those things for Christmas? A scooter and a pony?
No, I'm afraid not. I just have a few little things for him.
I don't care. I want my dog.
Shh.
Funny how children think up all those things.
Yes, it is. What was it you wanted to see Donald about?
Well, you see, the dog...
Oh, that's your dog. He brought it home this afternoon. I knew it belonged to someone in the neighborhood.
Yes, it's my nephew's.
Yeah, it's my dog.
Oh. Well, Donald said Santa Claus gave it to him, said he could keep it. I was going to find out who it belonged to in the morning, but as long as you're here, you'd better take him.
Well,
right here in the bedroom. Oh, he's got the dog in bed with him. They're both asleep.
Maybe we could come back tomorrow.
Hank. Be still.
Donald?
Santa Claus. Oh, gee, Santa Claus, it's really you. Oh, thanks for the dog.
Donald.
I told her you gave it to me.
But
I told her, but she didn't believe me.
You know, Donald, Santa Claus has so much to do, he makes mistakes sometimes.
What?
And once in a while he gets mixed up and gives a present to the wrong boy.
You didn't make a mistake, did you, Santa Claus?
Well,
I'm afraid he did, dear.
Did you, Santa Claus?
Well, you see...
Donald, maybe next year he'll bring you a little...
You gave the dog to me, didn't you, Santa Claus?
Well, it looks like I did make a mistake, Donald. You see, the dog really belongs to...
No! You didn't make a mistake, Santa Claus.
What's that, Leroy?
It's Donald's dog.
It is?
Sure. I didn't want a dog in the first place. Then it's really mine? Sure, it's yours. Oh, gee.
And Donald, I've got some toys for you in my sack. Here you are. A jumping jack, and look, a top, Leroy, and a sack of marbles.
Oh, thanks, Santa Claus. Merry Christmas, Donald. Merry Christmas.
Thanks. Both of you.
Not at all. Well, Santa Claus has some more calls to make. Come on, Leroy. My boy. Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, Gildy.
Nice of you all to drop over. Makes it a real Christmas day. Guess I don't deserve it the way I acted last night.
You were just being your usual pig-headed self, Gildy.
No, look here, Horace.
Well, you were.
Gentlemen, we may have our little arguments, but remember, we're all friends.
Yes, we're all true jolly boys, aren't we, Floyd?
Sure, Commish. We got to respect the Yuletide spirit. Let's have another drink of punch.
Well, Leroy.
Yes, Judge?
There's a Christmas present for you out in the hall. Something special.
Yeah? What is it?
It's a model airplane.
What?
I knew your uncle would keep putting it off, so I picked it up yesterday afternoon. The last one.
A model airplane. Thanks, Judge. Thanks.
That's very thoughtful of you, Horace, old man. Thanks very much.
That's all right, Gildy. You'll get the bill in the morning.
Unky, aren't we going to sing Christmas carols?
Oh, carols. Oh, yeah, good idea, Marjorie. How about you starting it off, Bertie?
Well, if you want me to, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yes, Bertie, that old English carol you sing at church every year, that's a lovely thing.
Yeah, all right, if you want me to.
I'll play for you, Bertie.
Okay.
Lovely thou little tiny child, bye-bye, lolly, lolly, lolly thou little tiny child, bye-bye, lolly, lolly.
Now, that was beautiful, Bertie.
Yes, wonderful. Well, I think this would be the proper time for all of us to lift our voices in song.
And may I suggest joy to the world?
You may, Peavy. Come on, everybody. Joy to the world. Joy to the world. The Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven sing and sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And now, on behalf of myself, the cast of the Great Gildersleeve Show, and our sponsor, the Kraft Foods Company, I'd like to add my heartfelt wish for a very joyous Christmas. May tomorrow's day of happiness and peace personify the happiness and peace that all the world is seeking.